What's up, Grace Girls? Welcome to the Allow Yourself Grace podcast, where we focus on helping Black women change their lives by discarding negative thoughts, pivoting in the right direction, and shifting their mindset through cultivating a trauma free lifestyle. I'm your host, Courtney Kristen, educator, content creator, life coach, counselor, and mental health enthusiast living in Houston, Texas. I created the Allow Yourself Grace podcast because I wanted to create a space for Black women to share their thoughts, feelings, and stories that make them who they are without fear of judgment. Allow Yourself Grace provides emotional support and encouragement within the Grace Girls community for women in need of non biased opinions from women other than family and friends. Personal development, self care, career, faith are among many of the topics we will discuss on this platform. Allow Yourself Grace podcast is here to encourage Black women to live unapologetically and thrive in being authentically who they are and were designed to be an entire vibe. No topics are off limits. We will cover it all. Now, grab a notebook, pen, sit back, and enjoy the show.
What's up? What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Allow Yourself Grace podcast. I am so excited because we are now in season 7 of the podcast, and a lot of you guys have been rocking with me. I'm still pushing. I'm super excited to have you guys tuning in, and more of you are tuning in and engaging with me, and I love that. I love that for you, and I also love it for me because you guys help me just as much as I help you guys, and just getting all the feedback, getting all the comments, hearing all the things, seeing all of the engagement is just truly, truly amazing. And it just lets me know that I am helping somebody on this journey that I'm on. And, that is the goal. The goal is for me to empower and to connect with you guys, and you guys connect with me. And yeah, this podcast platform is not only for me um to just interact with you guys, but it's also for you guys to interact with each other. So make sure you guys are commenting, liking, and sharing the podcast. I have some great things coming. Looking to host my first in-person event. And so if you are in Houston, Texas, or if you would like to come to Houston, Texas for that event, I will be making that announcement soon. So let's get into the episode. So, today's episode is about you blocking your own blessings. And in the mental health field, we like to call that self-sabotaging, right? We're going to be talking about one of the blockers to you becoming her, to becoming that girl, is you self sabotaging, you talking yourself out of your goals and your dreams before you even get started. It's like you stay in here and you end up not doing the thing that you promised yourself that you were going to do this year. So I want to get into that. So, our quote for today's episode is: you can't heal in the same environment where you self destruct. You can't heal in the same environment where you self destruct. Somebody needs to write that down. So, sometimes we have to change our environment in order for us to change our lives. It's hard to change who you are and where you are when you continue to move and be in the same environment. It's so difficult. Um, it's very rare that people thrive in an environment where they have gotten in trouble, where they have not really achieve their goals. They haven't seen people thrive. And it's hard for you to thrive in an environment where people are staying stagnant and they're staying the same. And sometimes you have to be willing to just take things into your own hands and get up and take action. And I think that's the main thing that really helps us push forward when it comes to self sabotaging. So, our affirmation today is: I am worthy of progress. I no longer delay my own growth. Because sometimes it's us that's in our own way. But we have the tendency to play the blame game. Like we find everybody else to blame but ourselves because we are the people that need to take charge of our own lives. You have the power to take charge of your own life. You have the power to change the trajectory of your life. It's in your hands. It's not up to your mom. It's not up to your dad. You know, some of our parents are healing from their own emotional wounds, what makes it extremely more difficult because it's like you don't have that support system that some people have. And so you have to go and seek outside resources. And usually those resources are going to be outside of your normal environment because you getting out of your comfort zone is what's really going to propel you forward. Let's get into some signs of you knowing that you're self sabotaging. The first thing is procrastination masked as perfectionism. You know, this is something that I've experienced over the past 2 years because I've literally been writing my book for 2 years. And, you know, it's not going to be perfect when I put it out. Of course, I'm going to probably notice some things that I need to change, but I told myself that it has to get out this year. There's two goals right now that's at the top of my list that have to get done this year. Like no longer I can't delay them any longer. And it's only up to me to make sure that it happens. I'm like, okay, I got to take the bull by the horns and make sure that it happens. I can't sit back and wait for things to be perfect. Well, actually, I have a top three, but I can't sit back and wait for things to be perfect because I'm only putting it off and putting it off and putting it off because, oh, it has to be perfect. The time has to be right. But the thing is, there's never a right time. Sometimes you just got to go. And so I'm learning that if I really want to be her, if I really want to walk and talk like I'm her, if I want to be a boss, then I have to act like a boss and I have to take risk. And sometimes the risk requires you to be imperfect. It requires you not to have it all together. And that's totally fine. You got to go. And you know, another thing is I encourage everybody around me. I'm helping everybody around me, but sometimes we have to take our own advice. We got to take our own advice and just do the thing. And whatever freaking happens, it happens. It is what it is. And so at the end of the day, y'all know the rest. The day got to end. Okay. All right. Number two, the second sign of knowing that you are self sabotaging, talking yourself out of new opportunities. You know, there's somebody in my life that I'm very close to, and we talk all the time. And I was sharing with her some things, and she was sharing with me some things. And I literally, now that I've been talking to her and hearing her, I know her goals. I know some of kind of the things that she wants to do. And I'm hearing her and I'm like, sis, you are self sabotaging because you are literally talking yourself out of the thing that you know you were born and designed to do. And you've had this goal for well over 5 years now, and it hasn't gotten done. Sometimes we just got to jump off the cliff. I need to see what's on the other side. So that thing that's holding you back in your mind, you thinking, oh, I'm going to fail at this. Oh, it's not going to work out. Oh, I don't have the money. Believe and already see yourself there and know that you're going to figure it out. God's not going to give you a vision without making sure that He provides the means necessary for it to come to fruition. But you have to be willing to put yourself out there and make the first move. And if you're not, then I'm going to tell you today that you got to stand on business about you. Nobody else is going to stand on business about you like you do. If you play about you, then everybody else is going to play about you. Don't play about what's important to you. Even in your relationships, even with your family, how you interact with them, how you treat yourself is how other people is going to treat you. If you allow them to step on your toes, they're going to step on your toes every single time. But at the end of the day, you have to make sure that you stand up and that you walk in authority for you, because guess what? You're leading by example, and you're going to teach other people how to walk in authority. You're going to teach your kids how to walk in authority. You're going to teach your nieces, your nephews how to take ownership and get the thing that they want. Like, there's people who are very, very successful, but the thing that hurts them the most is that they do for everybody else, but they don't go that hard for themselves. Go just as hard for you as you do your kids. If you're a mom, if you're a dad, go just as hard for you. And I'm not telling you not to do for your kids. I'm not telling you not to just go hard for them, but you have to go all out for you, because guess what? Your kids are going to grow up and they're going to have their own lives. But you have to make sure that you are happy with you. You have to make sure that you are doing the thing that you want to do. If 2025 hasn't taught us anything, it should have taught us that life is short. We already learned that during COVID. But really now, life is short and nothing is promised. Nothing is promised. Tomorrow's not promised. And time waits for no man. And trust me, God stands on business about you, but you have to stand on business about you. Period. It's not up for debate. It's not up for negotiation. You need to develop a relationship with Christ, number one. And then number two, you need to make sure you walk into all the authority that he has given us. He's given us the blueprint. And it's up to us to really tap into that. Number three, the third sign that you're self-sabotaging is attracting chaos when things are going well. I see this a lot. I see this a lot on Instagram. I see it on TikTok. I see it on Facebook. It's like people feel like when their life is going good, everything is going great, there's something that happens, right? If you're attracting the chaos, there's a problem there. You're inviting it in. You're leaving the door accessible for people to come in and create chaos in your life. If it's creating chaos, if it's creating stress and drama, I don't want it. Family, friends, whoever, you can go. And it is what it is, because guess what? I'm going to stand on business about me and how I feel. I'm not going to operate in my feelings, but I'm going to operate in, hey, this is not serving me any purpose, not bringing me any value. It's giving me headaches. If every time I talk to you, you're having a problem, then sis, bro, you got to be the problem. It can't be everybody else all the time. And you know, we all have those people that we talk to and they're in the same place they were 5 years ago, 2 years ago, a year ago. They're in the same spot. And it's because they leave room for chaos. They like chaos. They love it. They thrive off of it. And it's like, you're not going to come over here with that, because I'm not about that. I'm about genuine positive vibes. All the complaining, all the negativity, and nothing's ever right. Something's always wrong with every little thing. The problem is most likely you. Check yourself, because you're projecting what's going on with you on everyone else. And I'm telling you today, stop making yourself accessible to those people. Stop letting them bring the chaos to you. Okay? And I'm coming out swinging in season 7, because I feel like we should have the tools that we need right now and we should be going. But some of y'all are self-sabotaging because you're talking yourself out of what you know you need to be doing. Number 4, the fourth sign to know that you're self-sabotaging is disqualifying yourself before you even give yourself a chance. Before you even jump off the cliff, you like, I mean, you know what? I ain't gonna jump because, man, I mean, I know it ain't gonna work out. I know I'm gonna hit the ground. I know I'm gonna fail. So man, you know what? I ain't gonna even try it. I'm gonna just chill. Try it. Just try it. Like, let's go. So the thing is, this is the thing. I'm going to scale back for a second. This is the thing. You know that there's a possibility that it could work. Do you know that there's a possibility that it could work out? Man, let me tell y'all this. So, about, I think it's been like 2 years now. So, 2 years ago, I was working with a friend. Well, it's a friend now, but I met someone and we were working together. Like we had to work together with the job that we were doing. And when you start working with people, you kind of grow like close to them, and y'all start sharing like personal things. And so she would share with me about her relationship. And I'm always a neutral party. I don't know why. I like to be neutral. Like, even if you're my friend, I'm gonna be neutral because I want to give you the best advice, right? I'm always gonna ride for you. So, like, hey, if my friend ain't messing with you, I ain't messing with you. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna give my friend real advice. So the advice I gave her, she was dating somebody with a kid, and she doesn't have kids. And I had to give her the real of, if you're dating somebody with kids, that means that they're a package deal. And you can no longer go into something saying, well, it's not my kid, I don't want to give my input. I don't. But if you think this person is your person and y'all love each other and they know that you're going to be in their kid's life, I think it's okay for you to provide your input. And because, number one, that shows them that, hey, this person actually cares about the well-being of my me and my kid. And I think they're going to be receptive to it because it's like, man, this person really cares. Whereas if they're venting to you about their kid, or they're like crying out for advice, and you're kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, you're not going to be so like, you're going to probably be like, oh, well, do they really care? I don't really know. So if you care, I think you should. And just, if they can take the advice or they can leave the advice, but let them know your opinion because it shows that you care. And also, too, don't be afraid to put yourself out there and let the person know how you feel, because you don't want to lose out on something good. But I say all that to say, sometimes we have to become vulnerable. We have to become willing to be hurt, willing to fail, willing to not be successful, willing for, like, man, I don't know, it might not work. So, back to my friend, she had an opportunity to go, because this is a long distance relationship. She had an opportunity to go back to be with the person. Great opportunity. She found something that was great. It could possibly work. Take the chances. You only get one chance. This, we talking about love here. And so if you love this person and you have the opportunity to really be with them, go be with them. What we got here, what we waiting for? So she took my advice. Y'all, I forgot because she moved. So you kind of lose touch because you're not talking every day. She sent me a text and said, a long text with the engagement photo, the pictures, and saying, thank you so much. I really, really value your advice. And to think of me in that special moment, she's like, I'm glad I took your advice. To think of me in that moment, that thing that I said to her that pushed her to go after what she really wanted. And now she's happy, she's thriving, she's getting married, she's planning a wedding. I get to go to a wedding out of state. I'm excited. So that makes my heart happy. That makes my heart smile because she's happy. And she took the risk. But if she would have stayed here where we are, she probably would have never gotten to that level or known what it was going to be, because guess what? Y'all still would have been long distance, probably not connecting like you should. And she just wouldn't have had the ending that she has now, the love story. And so I say all that to say, guys, take the risk, take the chance, because you just never know. And then what if? What if? What if I gotta move back? What if I gotta cry about it? And it's okay. We get through it. It's life. We learn from our failures. We learn from the things that we take risk on and it doesn't work out. Because I believe that if God let the door close, or he doesn't open the door, then he has something greater for you. So if you go into it with the mindset of, if it doesn't work, God has something greater for me, or that just wasn't for me, that wasn't my path, there's something else out there for me, then I think we would take more chances and we would stop self-sabotaging and we would stop looking to be perfect, because nobody's perfect. I get on this platform and I F up all the time. I'm mixing up words. I'm saying, but I got to keep going because I know that this is what God has called me to do. And whether somebody likes how I look, whether somebody likes how I speak, it's okay. It's okay. But the important part is I'm pushing forward and I'm doing what God has called me to do, and I'm excited about it. This is my platform where I feel comfortable. This is my platform where I bring on other women. We connect, we talk, we develop real, genuine friendships. That's what this platform and this brand is all about. And so I'm looking to push it because I've been sitting on a lot of other things that goes along with this. And so I'm looking to push it, and it needs to look way different from how it looked last year, this time at the end of the year. It needs to look different. I need to see consistency from Courtney. I need to see more growth. I need to see my book out. I need to see some other things. I need to see, okay, I got one event under my belt. I need to see these things come to fruition because nothing's going to be perfect. And so when I tell y'all this all the time, when I talk to you guys, I'm talking to myself. And so I'm so excited about this episode because this is not only for me, it's for you guys, but it's for us. It's for us to really, really just stop and take a moment and say, okay, no longer will I self sabotage because I'm talented, I'm gifted, I have a calling, I have something I need to do. So if your calling is to help people and you feel like people connect with you because you're gentle and you know your calling, stop playing with it. Because you feel like you got all the time in the world. Well, I ain't gonna do it this year, I'll do it next year. I mean, this is my 3 year plan. This is my 5 year plan. And it's like, who's to say that you have 5 years? Who's to say that you have 3 years, a year, 2 months? Who knows? But I need you to start doing something towards that goal now. So if you want to start a podcast, because there's plenty of y'all out there, most of y'all inbox me, I don't hear from y'all no more. That's the people I'm talking to. Start the podcast. Stop playing. All this all this is bull crap. I gotta look a certain way. I gotta have a certain way. I gotta do this, do that. Y'all, just go. Just come on. Just get it done. If you're in Houston, come see me. Come on. Stop. Also, too, another thing is we always say, well, I don't have the money for that. We got the money for everything else. We find a way. Pray about it. God always come through. Y'all know it. I know it. And that's what we going to stand on. Okay? So those are the four things. Those are the four things. Now, the scripture for today is Proverbs 4:23. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Everything you do flows from your heart. We got to get out of here. Everything you do flows from your heart. We got to get out of here. Everything you do flows from your heart. If it's not going to be done from the heart, don't do it. Because sometimes your mind tell you something totally different. This happened to me yesterday. My mind tell me something totally different, but my heart say, come on, do what you, just worry about what you're supposed to do. So don't worry about the next person. Pray about it. And if it's in your heart to do, do it. That's it. Because the devil will get in your mind. He will play with your mind. And you will think it's your heart, but it's not. Do that first thing that came to your heart. And so I'm making it a top priority to make sure that I'm giving more often, that I'm being free more often, but I'm also using my discernment. Okay? So if you don't have discernment, pray about the discernment, because I just believe that everything is not for everybody. And so you want to make sure that you're moving with pure intentions. All right, let's talk about these emotional wounds and how they link to decision making. If you have been scarred, sometimes you can make wrong decisions because you're moving off of emotional wounds, and you have to take a step back and say, okay, am I moving like this because I've been emotionally wounded in this area, or am I moving like this because I feel like this is the right thing for me? Because there's plenty of us who need to let some stuff go. You gotta let some stuff go. You will feel much lighter, much freer when you let some stuff go. Because that's part of the thing that's keeping you self-sabotaging, is because you have so much hate in your heart. You have so much anger in your heart. You have so much animosity towards people. And you got to let it go, bro. You got to let it go, sis. It got to go. It can no longer reside in the space that makes you happy. It can no longer reside in your heart. It can no longer reside in this space because it's preventing you from being happy. And you got to let it go, because 9 times out of 10, the people that you're angry with, the people that you have animosity towards, they're over here enjoying their life, and you over here just taking that space up with all that animosity, hate, anger. Okay? So that's the key. We got to let it go, y'all. We got to love each other. You know, you're not going to like everybody, but God called you to love them. All right? And there's really no more to say about that. Whether you like them or not, you still got to love them. I know. I know. That's a lot of pressure, ain't it? Mm-hmm. All right. We're going to replace fear with awareness, because we need to be aware. We need to be aware that self-sabotaging is often rooted in the fear of success, not just failure. We're scared to be successful. It's crazy. And this is so prevalent in the Black community. It's like we're scared to be successful. I mean, we will hype other races up. We will hype them up. But our own race, it's like, wow, how did they do that? Oh, I don't believe that. Oh, they got that because of that. But we will hype the other race up. And that's one thing, y'all, that irritates my soul. And I'm not racist by any means, but it's like, I really want us to start rooting for our own people. We got to root for each other. Yes, root for everybody, but root for each other, cuz I feel like as a culture we need that. We're like I think we're number 1. We're the number 1 race, and y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, that like we're killing each other off. Like, we don't got to wait for nobody else to do it, because we're doing it to each other. And it's like, why? Love ye one another. Like, love each other, because if we don't look out for us, who's going to look out for us? And yes, I know that sometimes there's a group of us that we're like, okay, no. But we got to learn how to lead by example so that other people want to follow. All right, let's think about it for a moment. Think about a moment that you realize, like, dang, I blocked my own blessing. We all been there. We had moments like, whoa, why? Oh my God, I blocked my own blessing. Get out of your own way, because you're blocking your own blessing. If you're mad at your mama, you're mad at your daddy, you're mad at whoever, just let it go. You ain't even gotta, just let it go. Because sometimes if you just let stuff go and just put it in God's hands, it just has a tendency to work its own self out. Now, I want to introduce a new concept called graceful awareness, because we talk about allowing ourselves grace on this podcast, making sure that we're not being so hard on ourselves. We're not self-sabotaging. Graceful awareness. Be aware. I want you to be aware, but I also want you to give those people all that hurt, all that anger, give them some grace. We're giving ourselves grace, but we also have to extend that grace to other people. Be aware. Be mindful of what's going on around you. Keep your eyes open. But also, too, keep your heart open. Okay? It's important. It's important for you. And I feel like that's going to resonate with somebody. Do it for you. Do it because God called you to do it. Do it because it's the thing to do. Do it even when you don't feel like it's going to work out. Do it when you're not sure if it's going to work out. Just do it. And I promise you, God always keeps his promises. He going to make sure that it works out. It may not work out on your timing, but it's going to work out. Graceful awareness. All right. So, our journal prompt for this week is, where have I been getting in my own way? And what's the fear beneath it? We scared. We scared somebody actually gonna like us. We scared somebody actually gonna like what we put out there. We're scared we're actually gonna maybe end up on TV. We scared. We scared. You would rather sit there and watch everybody else on your screen, but can't envision yourself there. And some of y'all watch me and you want to do it, but you like, I mean, I don't know if I want to do it. I mean, everybody gonna be looking at me. Everybody gonna judge me. They gonna judge you. They gonna judge you because people be watching me that I don't even know watch me until I just happen to see them or I see them like something, and I appreciate that. Like I appreciate y'all for watching me. Like I love that. But it's scary, yes. But I gotta do it. Some do it because y'all know what? When you don't do what God called you to do, He whip you. He whip you in different ways. So if you going through it, you feel like you just been going through it and going through it. Whatever it is that God been told you a long time ago you need to do, that's probably the problem. But if you want to keep taking whoopings, that's on you. I mean, I ain't gonna take no more. I'm done. All right. I want you guys to reflect on times that you give yourself grace and always be willing to extend that same grace to other people. You're not stuck. You're safe in what's familiar, but growth lives in discomfort. So if you're feeling stuck, most likely you're not. You're not. You're not. You just you feel safe. And it's okay to feel like that. But if you want to grow, you got to get uncomfortable. So, if you've been scared to make a move, if you've been scared to apply for that school that you want to apply for, if you've been scared to move out of the town that you grew up in, if you've been scared just to take the chance to do that thing that you want to do, then you're probably not ready to be successful or you don't want it as bad as you think you do. But if you are ready to grow and you're ready to change, you're ready to shift your life in a new direction, then you have to be willing to get in a place of discomfort. It's okay. It's going to be uncomfortable, but it will definitely be rewarding. All right, guys, that's it for today's episode. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you're notified every time I drop an episode. And this week, give yourself permission to move, even if it's a little scary, because it's never going to be easy. It's always going to be that feeling in the pit of your stomach that's like, oh my God, I'm freaking out. I have anxiety. I have all the things. Don't claim any of it. Suppress it and push through because when you look back, you're going to be glad that you took that chance, that you took that step. And I want you to remember to always allow yourself grace. All right, guys. See you in the next episode. Peace.
Well, guys, that concludes our episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Allow Yourself Grace podcast. For additional information about today's episode, please click the link in the show notes below. To learn more about our Grace Girls community and other resources we have to offer, head over to www.allowyourselfgrace.com. Until next time, Grace Girls, I love you all. Be blessed and continue to strive for success.